Welcome to the Blitz for Week 2, the final Sunday of the summer, if you will, and the sun was shining on a few teams. Chris Berman, Tom Jackson, and last week, Tom, Tony Romo, why does he do these things at the end of the game? Well, you know what? One game doesn't define a lot of things, does it?
Well, you get a chance to correct it real quick.
Well, and it was a game in which it just had that ring. Dallas, San Francisco at the stick. These teams have met in the postseason in the 70s, 80s, 90s. Dallas needing a win, playing on their other coast. The 49ers trying to go 2-0. Dan Beetle Bailey missed a 21-yard chip shot. So more of the same for Dallas. They're in trouble. Niners already up 7-0, but Tony Romo to Carlos Rogers. Uh-oh, Rogers hits him on the blitz from behind. And he would initially stay in the game, but it's a fractured rib, Tom.
Yeah, and you can see that he's hurting when his teammates help him up.
So Alex Smith to Kyle Williams. Hey, the Niners at Candlestick lead it 14-0. Romo trying to play through it. Under 2 minutes to go in the half. Zip! And then whoop! There's Miles Austin. I can see for miles and miles. Gone. Cowboys cut it to 14-7 before the half. Romo trying to get treatment at halftime, comes out of the locker, and you could see, Tommy.
Well, you could see that he was experiencing some pain. You see the medical staff telling him right there, you probably can't play.
So, John Kitna, you play. First possession for Kitna, who did a good job in relief of Romo last year and had a pretty nice NFL career. But this throw, no good, way over the head of Jason Witten. Dante Whitner, the ex-Bill, now Niners. You know I like him. Kitna upset. Cowboys at the 5 in the third quarter. Kitna, though, says, I can do this. Wow. Yes, he can to Miles Austin. Ties the game at 14. But at the end of the third quarter, a bit of tip drill. Tip and into the hands of Tremaine Brock, looking for blocks. So blocks for Brock, and then Brock goes forward, and he doesn't go down, and the Niners in business. Second pick of Kitna in the very next play. Alex Smith. To Delaney and Bonnie Walker. Touchdown. Only you know and I know it's 21-14. Niners. Romo on the sideline saying, hey, John, I'm going to go for it. Impressive. Niners lead by 10, 24-14, 7 minutes to go. Tony, time, looks good on that throw. Nice adjustment by Miles Austin for the touchdown to bring him within 3.
And we see such great athletes here. Look at Miles Austin use his left arm to stay up off the ground and get the ball across the plane.
Now, Tony also doing some schooling. Here's one of his young receivers, Jesse Holley. We got a big fourth quarter drive. Just stay within yourself. And he does for 11 yards. He's going to go back to the youngster, Romo to Holley. 8 yards, 4 seconds to go. It's a 48-yarder to try to tie the game, or else the Niners win it. The ball is up, it's on the way, and it is good. Bailey ties it at 24. Niners get the toss. 1 first down, but then 3 and out after that. And the very first Dallas play, Romo to Holley. He could go all the way, but it's down to the 1-yard line, 77 yards. Now you're going to punch it in. Why bother? Bailey, we know you made it from 48. Try it from 19. Good. A big comeback twice, down by 14, down by 10. Tony Romo. Holly. Cowboys win it to avoid the 0-2 start in overtime. 27-24. The Niners, they balled of 1-1 after game. They could have had, although Dallas outgained them big time in the yards. Story after. And the story moving forward, the quarterback of the Cowboys, Tony Romo.
I didn't want to be 0-2. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's about winning and losing in this game, and we needed to win. Why I wanted to be out there, I'm competitive. If I can play, I'm going to play.
But it's really about a football player, and it's about a competitor. And, you know, Tony is that. Tony's a football player. He's a great competitor, one of the best competitors I've ever been around. And he just loves to play. And I just knew at some point I was going to get a tap on my shoulder standing on the sidelines, and here comes number 9. And that's what he did. That's what he did today, and he deserves a lot of credit for doing that.
A lot of people have all the answers after a week, and you know, you guys know as well as I do, 1 week doesn't write your season. And the thing you have to do as a player, though, is learn from that week. And if you do, you can become a better football player from it. And, you know, I learned.
He learned. We got to remember he didn't play half of last year, which is not an excuse for some things.
Right.
It's just that, you know, he's just get back into the flow. And wow, that was one that they'll remember for a long time, certainly in that locker room, Tom.
Yeah, Boom, it goes beyond the numbers, and certainly they needed to win the football game, but he showed such great character to his football team. And a lot of times, a special bond is sealed once a quarterback fights the kind of adversity that Tony Romo had to today, whether it's Phillip Rivers, torn ACL, as a rookie, Matthew Stafford with a busted-up shoulder. Once your teammates see you play with an injury like that, and you come out, fight it, win the football game, special relationship between you and them lasts forever.
And the 49ers had a chance, although I say outgained. Alex Smith sacked 6 times, yet they're in a position to win it. And a young team, those are the type of games that you also learn from, even though that's a gutsy effort for Dallas, who finally have their home up. They'll be the final team to open at home because they're 3 here at ESPN against the Washington Redskins, who are 2-0. We've only begun on the Blitz.